Wow, so not only did Apple just report unbelievably good earnings, absolutely crushing analyst expectations in the process, but they also just made a massive announcement that they will be doing a 4-for-1 stock split on August 24th, which is going to be the very first time they've done a stock split in over 6 years. The last time being way back in 2014. And now you may be wondering, why does this even matter? Well, how about this? Since their last stock split, Apple stock has gone up in value a whopping 325%, meaning if you had invested $100,000 after the split, you'd now be sitting at almost $500,000 in just 6 years. So you're not gonna wanna miss this, because history has a tendency to repeat itself. So first, we're going to talk about what impact a stock split could have on Apple stock and why it will make a tremendous difference for us as investors. Second, we're going to very quickly talk about their third quarter earnings that they just reported. Spoiler alert, they're amazing.
That's all, folks.
And then we're going to end it off with my thoughts on what the future holds for Apple. So I'm super excited to share this information with you guys, and I'd appreciate an early thumbs up as it really does help the channel grow. But with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. So first, what impact would a 4-for-1 stock split have, and how could this benefit us as investors? Well, the biggest benefit would be that it would immediately and in a major way increase the overall interest in the stock for retail investors. You see, once a stock starts trading at above several $100s, it starts to look pricey or too expensive for many retail investors. There's a mental hurdle that they have to get past. Because in their minds, they feel like, wow, it's already $400+. How much further can it realistically go? And I'm not going to lie, even as someone who's been investing for almost a decade now, I still go through those same mental hurdles. When I see a company I like, but the stock price is extremely high, I hesitate for a split second. So by simply lowering the stock price, it removes that hesitation, because now what's going to happen is that after they do a 4-for-1 stock split, instead of Apple stock trading at $400, you'll be able to buy a share of Apple for just $100 for the first time in many years, making it far more appealing to retail investors. And there's never been a time in recent history where retail investors have been more impactful in the markets than right now. You see, this year, brokerages across the board are seeing record-breaking, earth-shattering numbers of new investors signing up, more than ever before. Robinhood in the first 6 months alone has added a staggering 3 million new accounts. And what's even more impressive is that half of those new users were first-time investors, meaning before 2020, they had never invested in the markets ever before. And it's not just Robinhood, even more seasoned brokerages like TD Ameritrade are posting record retail trading activity, and they have added over 661,000 new accounts in the second quarter alone. So never before has a stock split had such a huge potential to make a material difference on a stock. Also, here's a stat that may shock you. In 2019, individual investors made up just 10% of the market's total trades, while less than 1 full year later, that number has more than doubled to an average between 20 to 25% of all trades are made by retail investors. And keep in mind that it was just very recently that the majority of platforms erased their commission fees for executing a trade, meaning we can now trade for free. So I expect these numbers to go as high as up to 40 to 50% over the next couple of years. So if you think that retail investors don't matter, think again. Now for part 2, let's very quickly go over Apple's third quarter earnings that they just reported and why they left both Wall Street analysts and investors worldwide absolutely dumbfounded. So with all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, including record-breaking unemployment numbers, a multitude of large cities still essentially in lockdown, and thousands of businesses and factories worldwide either completely closed or operating at a fraction of what they are accustomed to. Despite all of that, Apple just posted record-breaking revenues of $59.7 billion for the quarter. So saying that they absolutely shattered expectations is probably the biggest understatement ever. I mean, they beat expectations by literally over $7 billion. Who does that? These are absolutely mind-boggling numbers and are almost truly incomprehensible. I mean, I live in New York City and I can tell you right now, I haven't seen not one Apple store that has been open during this quarter. So for them to pull these kinds of astronomical numbers is unfathomable, considering many of their biggest stores are not even yet open for business right now. So if you think Apple's best days are behind it, think again, because not only did they beat on revenue, but they beat on pretty much everything across the board. I mean, we're talking iPhone, Mac, services, accessories revenue. Literally every single one of their major categories went up significantly in this quarter. But now let's get into the really good stuff and what gets me the most excited, which is part 3 of this video, and that is, what does the future hold for Apple going forward, and why am I even more bullish now than I have ever been before? You see, I'm already up over $28,000 on my position in Apple. And considering that most of this position was just started this year, being up almost 30 grand is not bad at all, especially considering I've only been holding this stock for just a couple of months. But here's the important part to know. I have absolutely zero plans on selling not even one single share anytime soon, and I'll tell you why. So first, what you have to remember is that Apple's best quarter, historically speaking, by far, and I mean it's not even close, is the fourth quarter, primarily because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and all of the holidays in general that are going on towards the end of the year. And well, guess what quarter is coming up, guys? And here's the fun part. This is not even going to be just a regular fourth quarter for Apple, but one where they will likely be introducing the next generation of iPhone and their first ever 5G capable device. Now this hasn't been officially confirmed yet because obviously Apple likes to keep things like this extremely secretive to build up hype and suspense. But if this does happen, this could lead to what analysts are calling Apple's super cycle, which is when the company sees its largest uptick in iPhone sales, more than any other period. And this is because now more than 1/3 of iPhone users haven't upgraded their phones in over 39 months. And they're getting very close to that point where they will start wanting a new phone. And I'm one of those people that haven't upgraded their phone in a couple of years, largely because none of the new features they've released recently have really interested me much at all. But I can tell you right now, if their new phone is 5G capable, I will 100% be upgrading, because not only am I due for a new phone already, but also my battery just sucks. And 5G is reportedly 10 to 100 times faster than 4G and will open the way for a plethora of new technologies and new use cases, including making self-driving cars actually plausible. Now, Tim Cook did say that because of the whole pandemic, the new iPhone would be delayed by a few weeks, so that is a risk. But in my opinion, as long as it's released before any of the major holidays, it won't have much of a material impact on their sales. Also, as their revenue clearly demonstrates, Apple is no longer a one-trick pony. It's not just about their iPhone sales. Let's not forget that with more people now working from home than ever before, and a multitude of massive companies announcing their plans to continue remote work well into 2021, more and more people will be buying and setting up home offices, and thus this is one of the reasons why Apple saw a huge increase in sales for desktops and laptops. And I see this trend not only increasing, but also continuing well into the future. So in my opinion, Apple is truly one of those rare and unique opportunities in the market that, in the famous words of Jeremy,
"It's such an easy money stock,"
I would consider Apple an easy money stock. Meaning if you just buy some Apple stock and just hold on to it for a couple of years, it would be extremely hard for you not to make a significant amount of money on your investments. And for those who are interested in starting a position in Apple, my recommendation would be to buy before August 24th, which is when they'll be doing the stock split. So basically, let's assume that by the time they do the 4-for-1 stock split, Apple is trading at about $400 and you have 100 shares. Well, what's gonna happen is that your 100 shares will now become 400 shares. And instead of being worth $400 each, they will now be worth $100 each. So remember, the value of your total shares does not change at all. Now you just get more shares and the stock price gets divided by the same number, which in this case is 4. And again, this just makes the stock more affordable and more appealing to new retail investors, which can create massive FOMO. Also, I didn't even get to mention this because I don't want to make this video too long, but Apple also pays a dividend. They also do stock buybacks, which helps to increase the price of the stock, and they have almost $200 billion in liquid cash, and that's a billion with a B, which they could use to literally acquire a multitude of businesses or even acquire some new technology to incorporate into their own, which could add massive value for us shareholders. I mean, think about this. They could literally acquire a company like Disney or Netflix, Spotify, or even Shopify, which is insane to even think about. So yeah, Apple's an extremely good stock to have in your portfolio, is what I'm basically trying to say. Now, if you found any value in this video at all, and I hope you did, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notifications bell, especially because I'm going to be making some huge announcements this week that you're not going to want to miss. Also, I love talking to you guys, and I always reply to every single comment. So let me know your thoughts on Apple, and let me know what stocks you want me to talk about next in the comment section below. And if you're interested in getting 2 free stocks worth up to $1,400, check out my WeBull links in the description box. But with that being said, especially if you made it to this point in the video, I have so much love for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. Peace.